How you guys doing? Eric here. Today is Saturday, August 12th, 2017. Nice breezy morning up here in Gilpin County. So yeah, man, I was watching the news the other day. I hear this guy, talking about all the division and hatred and, intolerance going on in America today. And he's like, it's just not who we are as Americans. It's just not our way of life. What is our way of life, man? Constantly stressing out to fucking pay our bills. They keep going up every fucking month. And we can't get a raise at work, so we got to go farther with less money all the time. So fucking slave to the dollar. That's our way of life. And, so we can be good servants to the freaking owners of the world and be their slaves and their military force overseas to go around the world and steal all the resources from other countries. And we call it in the name of peace and spreading democracy, lies about the rest of the world to justify military action, to go in there and steal their resources, kill a bunch of people, spread misery. It all started, the Europeans came here, right? Fucking killed off all the Indians here, because they were savages and they didn't have religion, and our way of life was much better than theirs. They lived peacefully. The fucking powers that rule the world, they had to have all these resources on this continent, and that's why they made up this fairy tale called America and told us all that we were free and that we could be whatever we wanted in this country. It was all a big lie that they made up, because they saw that their way of slavery in Europe, it wasn't that productive, man, because the people were miserable and you had to really force them to accomplish anything. So they decided, what we'll do is we'll set up this fake fucking country over here, tell them all that they're free, we'll let them vote, let them think that they really control things with their fake fucking votes, and then we'll have a nice happy base of slaves that'll be way more productive, and it'll make the wealthy much wealthier than their old model of slavery. They made the blacks believe that every white person in America was in on their slavery, and then when they freed them, supposedly out of the goodness of Abraham Lincoln's heart, he freed the slaves, but not really. He freed the slaves because it was in the best interest of the powers that be, the corporation of the United States, to get rid of that slave model and turning the blacks into another income tax paying slave like the rest of us. And they've used that ever since to keep racial division going, so that they got the black people so brainwashed to believe that every white person in America deserves their hatred because we enslaved their ancestors. All over Fox News this morning, they're talking about this protest going on in Charlottesville, Virginia, where they want to take down a statue, I think it's of Robert E. Lee, the Confederate leader in the Civil War. And there's a bunch of white supremacist skinheads there, protesting it, and of course clashing with black people. It shows you, man, what's going on in the media, man. This racial division protest in Virginia is all over them. That's all they're talking about, getting all the coverage, man. They really want to pound it home, the racial division in America between everybody. Not only racial division, I talk about it a lot, all the division, but a big one is black versus white division, man. They really want to ratchet that up, and they really give it a lot of attention in the media every time. But you don't hear nothing about anything that really fucking matters in this country, like what's going on with the Bundy trial and how they've got those people locked up, and without even having a trial, without even really any formal charges or anything, they've been locked up for over a year with no rights whatsoever, no bail. And the Constitution is out the fucking window, man. That's the truth today, man. They talk about, they love to talk about our rights. They love to talk about our freedoms, you know, in America. But when you look at it, there is none, man. There's no due process. You know, you get railroaded in there and they don't give a fuck. The judges are fucking corrupt. Everything, man. You know what rights you have in America? You have the right to remain silent. That's about it. You know what choices you have? Paper or plastic, cash or credit,